This is Dave at TitleSearch.com. In the world of deeds and mortgages and title searching, a lot of times a document that's very frequently overlooked is the mortgage lien release. Remember that when a mortgage is placed on a property, it's a document that's signed by the borrower, it's a legal document, it's placed on the title, it encumbers the title with a cloud until it's released. Well, when that mortgage is paid off, that original mortgage document or lien doesn't get ripped out of the deed books. It doesn't disappear, it doesn't get erased. It stays in the same place it was originally recorded in the official legal land records. But what happens is that document doesn't move. Another separate document, which is the mortgage lien release, has to be filed by the lender, and that will go in a different place. It'll go in the deed book for that day when the release is filed. It might be 5 or 10 or 15 years later after the original mortgage, and in order to make that mortgage not show up on a title search, that corresponding release has to be filed. It has to be filed in a way that it can be discovered with the names spelled correctly, with the underlying mortgage reflected correctly. So be sure that if you pay off a mortgage, that if you refinance a mortgage, that you get a copy of that release showing your old one is paid off. Make sure that the original is filed and recorded at the official land records office. Make sure you get a copy of that recorded version with the stamp on it from the county showing it's recorded. Until that happens, your old mortgage will still be on your title. In some cases for a long time. We do title searches where a mortgage had been refinanced for 5 years. That lender forgot to file the release, and so the mortgage still shows up on title. It's paid off. You can show your statement balance of 0 all you want, but until the land records gets a copy of that release, that mortgage is still on title, even if the balance is 0. It's not going to go away from your title. So verify it's recorded. A refi, a sale, a payoff, any court hearing that erases a mortgage isn't official until it's in the land records. This happens a lot on sales also. You may have a purchase of a property that pays off a mortgage and the release is not filed timely. Now here's the thing, mortgage companies have an incentive to get that mortgage released. The mortgage industry files thousands and tens of thousands of mortgage releases all the time. They may forget one, it may slip through the cracks. It's not a priority really to release a mortgage as much as it is to place a mortgage, because when they're releasing one, they're actually undoing their security. So in most states, there are penalties for a mortgage lender to not timely record a release. They also have to keep track of who's allowed to sign these releases. In the late 80s, when we had the robo-signing catastrophe, there was some laws passed to make sure that there is certain signing authority granted to individuals who can sign releases or assignments of mortgage. Make sure that your mortgage company has all that in place. Make sure they use the proper form. Mortgage companies spend millions of dollars every year on compliance to make sure their mortgages are filed correctly, and they also need to do the same thing for releases. So mortgage releases are an important part of property records. They make sure that the correct current mortgage status is on title. You don't have too many mortgages, you don't have not enough mortgages. The correct title status is reflected. If you have other questions about mortgage releases or title searches in general, you can reach us at our website at TitleSearch.com.